Well, a highly classified source has actually revealed the most important information about how a confession should be done, right? Right. This person writes to me and say, "Hi, this is the person writing to me. Today I had a conversation with someone who works for because I do not want to reveal that. You will be able to tell, right?" And he explained to me how they deal with confession. First, what they do, they take a picture of the suspect naked, only underwear, to see any injuries before you start with the confession. Right there, right there, I've already given you something. Do you remember that in this confession there's no picture, no video, no audio, which is supposed to believe? No wonder then an attorney by the name of Mngomezulu has been brought in today. And the defense is like, that guy, when he came in, he launched an application and say, please recall these two people, the Metro Police, the Metro Police, as well as this guy, Mboto. This source went on and revealed that Mboto was not, the Metro Police was not supposed to transport these people because SAPS have their own people. When they arrest you, they don't need Metro Police because they've got their own resources. So for the fact that we find Metro cops being involved in this case, and I was like, at first I was like, but I don't see anything wrong. But until this highly classified source said, no, there's something wrong with it. There's something fishy about this. And this source went on and say, you must listen to what the judge asked him. And asked a question in relation to that. How many times do you do this? That question was important. But I'm about to unpack, provided that you're interested. If you are, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things, guys? Oh, well, you need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. Guys, you need to watch this video till the end. You also need to like the video, take it to 1,000 likes. You also need to comment in the comment section below. You also need to share this video. You also need to watch the ads. That's how you financially contribute. But also doing all these things, it's free of charge. If you want to financially contribute as well, there's a button called, just next to subscribe, there's a button called Super Thanks. You can donate to this channel for free. You can donate any amount of your choice. You can also support by joining click the join button. You'll become a member. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. Thank you very much. Guys, I will not share who my source is, but I can tell you this. The information given here comes from but I'm not going to tell you, but it comes from and then it goes and then this person tells this person this is how these things are done. Do you get it? I'm not going to tell you the source. I don't know the details that are shared here. I don't want you to know which, the person saves in which capacity, but it's right. Today, I had a conversation with someone who works for and he explained to me how they deal with confession. First thing they do, they take a picture of the suspect naked, only underwear, to see any injuries before you start with the confession. Listen carefully. So the question that you need to ask then is, what happened if there are visible injuries? What happened? Like in this case, there was a visible injury, right? Guys, this source, don't worry, there is a lot of information that comes from the source. But then in answering the question, what happened if the person has injuries? Then this person says, right, Bongs, this is what happened. If there are any visible injuries, statement must be written that the suspect had injuries, and photos or pictures must be taken, proving and that statement must be attached to that confession. Right. Had this been followed, a lot would have been making sense now. But this suspect has got is handcuffed and his hands are swollen, but this confession is free. No wonder Mgomezulu says, no, 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 I need to step in. Give me these two witnesses. I want them. Come. And the judge says, in a fair criminal case, I'm making an order right now. Bring them. Ngomezulu, we trust in you. Looks like we are going somewhere. I'm just paving a way so that you can understand something about this confession. Don't worry. Now, this source then went on and explained certain things in this case. Remember, there's this metropolis that is busy transporting people that belongs to Guinea, right? Let's deal with that person. So I'm going to go down. Now he says, as we go down, now he says, now if they followed the right procedure as the senior police officer, there is a statement says that the suspect had swollen hands and the picture of those hands. Oh yes, where's the picture of the swollen hands? No wonder they did not want Advocate Defo, because Advocate Defo was a police. He understands investigation processes and how police should behave. And then he became an advocate, and then he won 9 out of 10 cases. And most of those cases were from the state. No wonder they did not want this guy. Now it makes sense, like just by this one to say they needed to take a picture of the swollen hands. Obviously, if you take a picture, logic tells you that you must also make a statement to say his hands were swollen. That should say something about his confession, that this was not just an ordinary confession. This was not just a confession that came out of, that was not a voluntary confession. Quite interesting. Now, okay, this person says that, and I doubt if they charge those 5 guys before, because they don't appear. That's an highly classified information. I'm gonna jump this one. It's not for you, right? I know you want to hear this one, but this one I'm not gonna share with you. We are still working on this information here with that particular source. Yeah. Now this person says, I'm gonna jump that one and then I'm gonna come to this one. But in summary, this person says, in the system, there's something that is appearing in the system about this 5 suspect. Do you remember the first guy that was arrested, Umbata? There's something that is appearing about Mbata, right? So then, if in comparison to Mbata and the 5 suspect, there's something in the system, in the South African Police Service, the system is detecting something. It says something contrary. Don't worry, we're still coming. But we will work on this one behind the scenes, right? Then this person speak about what should happen if a person is arrested, right? This person says an arrest statement should be part of the docket before it presented to the court. So who arrested them? This is the statement. I'm going to play a clip at the end where Advocate Ramasepede says, I'm surprised my colleague is talking about certain evidence that should actually come after. He said that the evidence that he's talking about, that evidence should come after I have been given the arrest statement. But very unfortunately is that I have no arrest statement. This is the statement that should have been given at the beginning, meaning at the it's called what? Pre-trial, right? That statement, the arresting statement, should be given. But we know in this case, a lot of protocol has been breached. People do as they please. Maybe because they know who's backing them up. I don't know. Now, listen. Now, this person then says to me, Bongs, Metropolis don't transport people. They don't. And then I'm like, but he's a member of SWAT. And he's like, no, they don't do that. Well, if you know who's talking, then you will know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to tell you anyway. Let's leave it there. Metropolis don't transport SAPS suspect. There is no way at all. All right. Then I was like, man, please elaborate on this one. And this source then goes on to say, listen, If a suspect is arrested and there's no member to transport the suspect to other station, you ask for other SAPS members from different police station because the suspect are already written on the SAPS 14, and it must be completed when they are going out for the cell, and the member will sign. Metropolis has nothing to do with the confession with confession of SAPS. Come on now, pa. But I'm not gonna. I'm not. Don't worry, we're not done. Speak about Keninda. The man, I know, staring at Keninda. I just want to make sure that I remove this because once I read out this, then you'll get to know where the source is coming from and the position. You also will figure out the position. I don't want you to do that. This Keninda wants to run away because he wasn't the arresting officer for those suspects. And by law, arrest statement goes to court with the docket. But in this case, the arresting statement has been requested and nobody's following. Nobody's giving us that information. Hey, nobody. Where is that arresting statement? You know what I'm saying? Let's leave it. Now, this person then also, this person was stamping this thing with it never happened in the South African Police Service that a suspect is being transported by metro. This person wrote, no ways, it doesn't happen. Now, this person says to me, Bongs, do you remember when judge asked that constable of Metropolis if they can make an arrest? And I was like, yeah, I do remember. He's like, there was significance in that statement. Why the judge asked that statement? There was significance in the statement. And then I was like, wait a minute, what are you saying? SAPS, South African Police Service, do have its own task team to arrest high-profile or dangerous suspect. Task team went to arrest the guys that killed the police at Ngobo Police Station. Task team was also sent to arrest former President Jacob Zuma. No Metropolis. And I was like, yeah, I get something. You know what? I don't want to spoil the part here. That says the source. Information coming from to the source to me. Right now, let's wait and allow these things to develop as it develop. But right now, you can see most good where we're going. You understand why Mngomezulu, the attorney, was like, I want these two guys, bring them. And the judge was like, you know what? I'm going to bring these people to you because I know you want them. There's something that is going to be revealed. There's something, these guys are going to be exposed for breaching protocol. And if protocol is breached, how are we supposed to trust the confession? There are a lot of protocols in this confession that is being breached. For what purpose? How far people are willing to go just to defend certain individuals? For what? For what? Just so that the family of Meyiwa may not get justice. No, there are, like as I told you guys, there are men and women in the South African Police Service that loves their job. Just that we get these corrupt ones, but there are men and women whose integrity is not compromised. There are men and women who knows their job. They go there, and even when they talk to you, you can tell this one this one will arrest you while laughing. Because if push comes to that, they have to arrest you. They will tell you, nothing personal. I'm doing my job. How do you fight with the police who will arrest you laughing and say, no, I'm doing my job. Nothing personal. How do you fight with the police? And I'm telling you that when those police see injustice being done to others, it also pains them because it's not what they would like to see. It's more or less like it's traumatizing them. You know what I'm saying? Lest I say much, but I have an appreciation because I've been a friend with a lot of members of the South African Police Service, you know. Okay, even now I still have some friends. But let's leave that one. You know what I'm saying? But I'll leave you, I'll see you guys on the next video. But until then, please, guys, take care.